a little bit. But I hope you guys can hear me. Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by the title, I am very excited. This is a video that I was not expecting to make so early on in this life cycle of this channel. As many of you know, the SRT is one of my dream cars, and you have read that title right. We are on our way to go pick up our first exhaust system for this car. I'm beyond excited. I absolutely love how this thing looks. But we're already about an hour and a half into the ride. We're about 2.5 hours out to go pick this thing up. So I got about another hour or so. But yeah, like I said, I'm extremely excited. The shift selector, the AGP shift selector did come in for the SRT4 today as well. So I'm planning on driving this thing come Monday or before the weekend is out at least. But we have everything to get the car up and running again. I just have to see how hard it's going to be to get the bolts out of the original exhaust, since it's been on there since it came off the assembly line. But we'll figure that out when we get to it. But like I said, we're already about an hour or so into the ride, about an hour left. But we'll see the exhaust once we get there. Like I said, I'm beyond excited, and we'll pick up once I picked up the exhaust, guys. All right, guys, so we made it out to Fayetteville. And this is Vinny's SRT4. He's the one that's going to be selling me the 3-inch exhaust, the MPX. This is his 400 horsepower big turbo SRT4. Some good goodies in there, that big old turbo. Got a blow off valve, catch can. But this is the goal. Fuel injectors. This is the goal. 400 horsepower. Maybe plenty more than that, but this thing is nice. He's about to go ahead and cut it on for us. Let us hear what it sounds like. He said it has cams as well. So, and he does have a second one too. So you know how SRT4 owners are. One isn't enough. What cams are in it? How much does that affect the drivability? It sounds good, man. Oh, okay. I got you. He said he's gonna spare the kid next door, no two steps. All right, guys, what is up? It is currently the next day. Before I show you guys the exhaust and stuff, I just want to give a huge shout out to my guy, Vinny. Absolutely a cool person. I'm glad I got to meet you. He threw me in some free parts. Not only that, but like I said, man, we stood there for a couple hours and talked and just kind of kicked it. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful OBX exhaust. Guys, in all honesty, man, and as I said, he did throw in that intercooler as well for free. Huge shout out to you, Vinny. But like I said, man, I've been wanting exhaust for my SRT4 for a very long time. I would sit and watch videos on YouTube of SRT4s with exhaust before I ever even owned one. So that's how bad I wanted one. But this system is the OBX. I believe it's a 3-inch all the way through. It does have a section for a open dump, which I will be using. If you guys don't know, you can basically go to Modern Performance and get you an electric cutout. It'll be a tip that might be about the size of the tip of the OBX. And you can hit a switch and it'll open the valve and close the valve. So basically, I can have exhaust coming straight out of here and the car be obnoxiously loud, or I can close that and run the exhaust all the way through the tips. And I mean, the car will still probably be pretty loud because, like I said, this is a 3-inch. I'm beyond excited, guys. Like I said, this is the OBX exhaust. I believe it is a 3-inch that leads into like a 4-inch. This is rather large. So I will take this in the garage and mock it up with the car so you guys can see the difference in size between that and stock. Like I said, he did throw in the intercooler for me as well. I believe he said I'm going to have to go to DC Racing and get hard pipes. With this type of intercooler, you have to run hard pipes. So we'll have to look into getting that part as well. All right, so ignore the mess. We got to clean up in here a little bit, but here is the exhaust compared to the stock exhaust. And as you can see, hope you can see, that's a pretty big difference. This is more of a complete circle. That's more of like an ovular shape with a little, I don't even know what you call it, with a cut to the edge, I guess. But these are going to just be big, circular, and flat. As well, I did want to show you guys, I don't know if I did earlier in the video, but The AGP shift selector is here as well. We're going to get that thrown on. I'm just going to have to figure out how I can back these pins out, because I've seen a lot of guys, they have to use the vice grips on the edge of tables to be able to bang that stuff out. But we'll see what we can figure out. But like I said, I mean, we are extremely close to getting this thing on the road and staying on the road. All right, so I'm currently fooling with the shift selector, guys. You have to back this pin out, and you also have to back out another pin in here. This end of the pin is actually smaller than the outlet side over on this side. So it has to be backed out one way and put back in the same way. It has one orientation. I'm just being careful with this one as much as possible. I don't have a punch kit. I'm just kind of using Allen keys at an angle to kind of put some pressure on them and back them out. But this one has just begun moving for the most part. Like I said, just trying to be careful. I've even put a rag over this, over the end of it, just to make sure I don't damage it too much. Okay, so just a little update. I have to run out and take care of some things. Just an update. I got both pins out. So this took longer than it probably should have. I was probably hammering at this thing for a good 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes, but it came out. So where did I just put it? So this was the pin that held in the, I believe this is first, third, and fifth. First, third, and fifth gear. And it held it in place here. Finally got this thing to back out. I was trying to hit it down because on this end sticks out further. And what I was trying to do was bang it out through this side. Unfortunately, I kind of flattened, we can get the zoom, kind of flattened that out a little bit. And I kind of realized it's not going to fit back down through that hole. So I just went ahead and backed it out from this end. We didn't have any trouble with damaging it too much. So it'll slide right back in. Got that backed out. And then here, I just put an Allen key to hold the shift selector in place. Pop that out. All right, boys and girls. So as I was trying to get out, it's supposed to typically fall out. I don't know what that was all about, but I went ahead and used a screwdriver just to give it a few love taps to go ahead and drive it through. But as I stated, the shift selector was our issue. As you can see right in here, slide that out. Here is our old one, and here is our new one. They do seem to be two different materials. I think this is billet steel. I'm assuming and hoping it's going to make it a tad bit stronger. But there you go. That's the AGP. And then we're going to slide into this synchro here. And it'll go in just like that. And then as well, we have to line up these pinholes to drive our pins back through. Alrighty, boys and girls. So as you guys can see, I had a hard time. It's almost like a little puzzle, but I had a little bit of an issue getting these holes lined up to where they needed to be. But everything is back in. We got the pin back in, and we got the smaller pin back in. Let me change gears. There we go. So got the pins lined up, got everything put back in. I did a little bit of damage to this first, third, and fifth here, but I mean, I think it's going to be okay. But everything's in. It's time to go ahead and throw this thing back on the car. Alrighty, so shift selector is in. Currently got the car hooked up, giving the battery some extra juice. Alright. Give it a second. Slide up a little bit. I'm nervous as hell right now, man. Alright, we're in neutral. Nah, I think this battery is completely dead. All right, new battery is in. Let's give this another try. All right, let that fuel pump prime. Cranker. So she fires right up. Let's go ahead and put her in gear. And we have motion, y'all. I just felt it kick. Yes. Yes. Your boy could cry right now. I could really cry right now. We have to get that squeaky belt fixed. Motor play just a little bit too much than what I like. Maybe some motor mounts, but our main focus for right now, we got our gears back. There it is, y'all. There it is. All right, so I'm probably going to end the video here. This has been a long enough video. I know we kind of had two things running in between it. Next video, when we pick up, I will go ahead and throw the exhaust on. Just got to see how bad these OEM bolts are, but I'm beyond pleased right now, man. I could cry. I'm keeping it cool right now, but I could cry. But yeah, like I said, we'll pick up in the next video. If you've enjoyed this one, once again, huge shout out to Vinny for the exhaust and the intercooler. And then, I mean, at a loss of words, but I will catch you guys in the next one. We'll be throwing that exhaust on, hearing what this beast actually sounds like. I will catch you in the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys.